checks and money will be arriving on these dates for Social Security, including retirement, disability, SSDI, survivors, spousal, and SSI in the month of June. We've got another busy month upon us and another weird month as a lot of different things are happening, and the dates in which payments are rolling out to people are a little bit different this time, and some individuals have already received their payments as well. And also one more thing, you've probably seen this out there in the headlines, some people will not be getting a check in the month of June, which, by the way, I will clarify that for you just here in a minute. I've seen it out there in the headlines so many times. I will clarify that for you here in this video. So let's talk through the month of June, which, by the way, wow, can you believe where we are already? This year has been absolutely nuts with all the uncertainty, with all the massive changes, the huge announcements out of Social Security, the changing of the programs. It's been a wild time so far, and we're not even halfway through the year, but in a month from now, we will be halfway through the year, and it's going to be interesting. All right, anyway, let's talk through the month of June in chronological order. In other words, starting with right now today, we'll talk through the details here, and then I'll go through the month in, again, chronological order and point out the dates in which I just want to bring to your attention as far as either money going out or big announcements that will be made on these different dates. And I can guarantee this much as well. As we work our way through the month, every single day, there will be more and more announcements, more and more information coming out. And again, as always, I'll be right here for you by your side every single day to keep you posted on what's actually going on. All right, so anyway, let's talk about today really quickly. Today being what? Sunday, June 1st. Is anybody getting paid today? No, because it's a holiday and a weekend. Again, I know you already know this. However, SSI beneficiaries, you should have been paid this past Friday, which would have been May 30th. Okay, so May 30th is this past Friday. You should have gotten paid that day. Now, I know this is no shock whatsoever, but this is where it comes in. I've seen the headlines out there. SSI is not getting paid in June. Correct. SSI will not be getting a check in the month of June, but rather you got it a couple days ago on Friday, the 30th, right? And again, this would have been the payment that would have been arriving today, but obviously does not arrive on weekends or holidays. And today happens to be a weekend, therefore not getting paid that day, right? Anyway, I saw that out there in the headlines a ton, people saying no one's getting paid in June. Well, that's not totally true, okay? So anyway, you got paid a little bit early. Obviously, you already know that. Anyway, let's go out to Tuesday now. This is the 3rd of the month. Now, some people get paid on the 3rd of the month, but not everybody. This is generally those people that are getting concurrent claims, in other words, SSI and Social Security in conjunction, or they've been receiving benefits prior to May of 1997, okay? So the 3rd of the month, some people get paid that day. That happens to be Tuesday, happens to be Tuesday. It is not a holiday. It's not a weekend. You're good, okay? Now, let's look at Friday the 6th. Now, this is going to be a very interesting. Friday the 6th is a very important day as well. Reason being is this is the date in which we're going to be getting the non-farm payroll number, otherwise known as the job report, the unemployment report, whatever you want to call it, comes out the first Friday of every month, and it just so happens to be the 6th, which is this coming Friday here. This is going to be very, very, very important simply because we've been watching this. The numbers have been coming in good and not so good, and there's kind of all over the board. But my point is, the labor market is basically the last thing that cracks when we get into a recession. The last place that we see it show up is in the labor report. So even though they've still been decently good here the last few months, when we see that they're starting to crack and we start to see the unemployment rate going up significantly, that's when we're basically locking in that recession, which we know is coming. The likelihood of a recession this year is pretty much 100%. Just saying. When is the good question? Probably in a few months from now, but we're going to start to see more and more of that evidence showing up. So anyway, that's on Friday. Of course, I'll cover that when we get there, and I'll keep you posted on that. Now, next, let's go out to the second Wednesday of the month, which happens to be the 11th. A couple different things coming in on June 11th. Number one, those individuals that get paid the second Wednesday of the month because their birthday lands between the 1st and the 10th of the month, this is the date in which they get paid, which is the second Wednesday, and it happens to be June 11th, okay? So, again, birthdays between the 1st and the 10th of the month, this is when these individuals get paid, so you'll get paid on that day if your birthday is between that range. Also on this day is the day in which we're going to be getting the all-important CPI, Consumer Price Index, and this is what we use to determine how much of a raise we're going to be getting in our monthly benefits as a result of the annual COLA. Now, to be fair, this number that we're getting on this day is actually not going to be taken into consideration yet, but rather what it's going to do is it's going to give us a trend, right? It'll give us another data point where we can continue to see the trajectory of this inflation. Is it really coming down? Is it holding steady? Is it going back up because of the tariffs and all this other, interesting things that are happening right now with all this uncertainty. Is inflation going back up? Well, this will be another data point that we can use to extend the trend to see where are we going here. Is it flatlining, up or down? Where are we going? And it'll help us better predict as far as what the cold is going to be when we get into, well, obviously next month. Next month, by the way, when we get into July, we've officially started the 3 months in which they use to determine how much of a COLA we're going to get. So literally in a month, we will be within that time frame. Pretty important stuff. Anyway, that's all happening on the 11th. Now, if we fast forward out to another week out, I should say, the following Wednesday, the third Wednesday of the month, which happens to be the 18th, again, couple things happening on this day. Number one, those individuals that have a birthday landing between the 11th and the 20th of the month, this is the date in which you will get paid. So, okay, just the regular monthly benefit. It's not a bonus. It's not an extra. It's not a stimulus. It's just your regular monthly benefit. If you get paid on the third Wednesday, it happens to be the 18th of June, this is the date it will be arriving. And again, just birthdays between the 11th and the 20th of the month. Now, I want to throw this out there as well, because anytime that a payment date is bumping up against a holiday, a number of people reach out and say, hey, is it going to impact my payment? No. So June 19th is Juneteenth? No, it will not impact the distribution of your payment coming out on the 18th as well. Okay, so I want to throw that out there really quickly. I usually get questions like that. Okay, also on the 18th, the Federal Reserve will be meeting, wrapping up, I should say, their 2-day meeting, and they'll be coming out with their interest rate decision. This is going to be an interesting one. There's a number of people that think we're going to get some interest rate cuts. There's a number of people that say they're holding steady. Let's just see what happens. That's going to be on the 18th, which is Wednesday, and obviously we will get the press release or the press conference out of Jerome Powell shortly after. Be a lot of things going on that day as well. Okay, now let's fast forward out another week, out until the 25th. The 25th is the date in which is the fourth Wednesday. So for those of you that have a birthday landed between the 21st and the 31st of the month, this is when your payments arrive, is the fourth Wednesday of the month, and it just so happens to be the 25th of June. Okay, so let's keep an eye on that date as well. Just a lot of busy things going on, but these are the main dates that I wanted to point out for you. Now, going back to that the comment/question that I answered earlier, yes, it is true. SSI beneficiaries will not receive a check in the month of June. But do you need to worry about it? No, absolutely not, okay? I see this out there in the headlines all the time. I don't like it because what it does is it stirs up a lot of fear within SSI beneficiaries and basically a lot of other beneficiaries as well. But no, you did not get paid today. You're not getting a single check in the month of June as an SSI beneficiary. But is that to be feared? No, not at all. Because you got paid a couple days ago on Friday is why it doesn't matter whatsoever because, I shouldn't say it doesn't matter. It does matter, but you got paid. So you literally got 2 checks in the month of May, 0 technically in June. But then when we roll over to July, I believe July 1st is a Tuesday. I think that's what I noticed on the calendar. July 1st is a Tuesday. Again, not a holiday, not a weekend, so you'll get it that day. That's just SSI beneficiaries, so please don't worry about it. I see all the headlines out there, SSI's not getting paid in June. It's because it's a weekend. That's the only reason why. Okay, anyway, you know this stuff. I just wanted to clarify really quickly. But anyway, these are the dates that I want to watch. And again, as always, as we work our way through the month, I guarantee you there will be a whole bunch more coming up here, a bunch of announcements. We're going to get all kinds of interesting things hitting the wire, and I'll continue to keep you posted on all of that. Now, next, are you turning 65 this year in 2025 at all? Are you retiring? Are you moving? Are you on a Medicare supplement plan, a Medigap plan? Are you moving across state lines or county lines or anything like that? Do you know anybody who is retiring or turning 65 at all this year? If you're turning 65 or you're retiring, you have a limited amount of time. You only have a few months, okay? Now, I'm not here to scare anybody, but rather I want to tell you this much. I am 100% certain. You see the phone number there hanging out on your screen? If you're turning 65, if you're moving across state lines or county lines, if you're retiring, or you have a Medigap plan, as in a Medicare supplement plan, if you call that phone number there on your screen, first off, it is 100% free. It'll connect you with a dedicated team of Medicare advisors, and they will look through your situation to find you the best plan with the best coverages at the best pricing for you and your personal needs. Now, I'm 100% certain if you connect with them, you're going to save yourself a massive, massive, massive headache, especially if you are retiring or you're turning 65 and you need to enroll in Medicare, here's the thing. I've been saying this for a while now. I helped my parents last year enroll in Medicare. It was an absolute disaster. Why? Because we hacked it out ourselves. You can certainly do that yourself if you want, but I'm going to say this much. Based on the experience I had last year with my parents, it was not a fun situation. Either way, the phone number there on the screen will connect you with a dedicated team of Medicare advisors. They know what they're doing. They're very knowledgeable, very professional, and they're located here in the United States. Yes, they're located in New York. They will take your call and they will find you the best plan, best coverages, so you can see the doctors you want, the networks you want to be within, the providers, as in the doctors you want to see, prescription needs if you have any at all, whatever it happens to be, your personal preferences, and they will find you the best plan. Here's the thing, it's 100% for free. Please do not give yourself a massive headache by trying to hack this out yourself. Call them. Again, maybe you work with them, maybe you talk to them and they say, hey, we can't help you out. Or maybe you talk to them, save yourself a massive headache. Either way, it's 100% for free. A short 5-minute, 10-minute, 15, maybe 20-minute phone call, depending on your situation, could save you a ton of time, a huge headache, and probably save you a boatload of money as well. A ton of you here in this community, thousands of you here in this community have already called them. It's absolutely incredible to see the stories I've been seeing. A lot of people getting massive, massive help. Anyway, if that's your situation, again, turning 65, retiring, moving across state lines, county lines, if you're on a Medigap plan, a Medicare supplement plan, anything like that, please call them. Save yourself a ton of time. Confusion, frustration. Please don't go down that road. Did that last year with my parents. Not a good situation. Anyway, the people are over there hanging out. They're waiting for your call right now. Please give them a call. Actually, to be fair with you, they're not working on Sundays, but just write the phone number down, take a picture, take a screenshot, whatever you got to do, and call them right away tomorrow, this week. Call them. They will help you. You'll be super glad that you did. Anyway, keep the comments rolling in. Let me know how much they help you. I love reading those testimonials. It's really, really nice. I love seeing that. Anyway, it's 100% free again. Yeah, you'll be super happy. Otherwise, let me ask you a huge favor of you. Who do you know that is also in this situation? Turning 65, retiring, on a Medicare supplement or Medigap plan. They're moving across state lines, county lines. Can you please share that phone number with them? Have them call, save them a massive headache as well. You'll be a huge hero to them. They'll be super grateful to you. And yeah, you'll be, the hero. They'll be super happy and excited. Anyway, just think of a few people, 1, 2, or 3 people that you know, friends, family members, neighbors, acquaintances, siblings, people that you're working with and also retiring at the same time. Any of those situations, give them a call. And again, if you're turning 65 this year, here's the thing. You only have a few months. Please call them right away. Even if you're turning 65 in December, it doesn't matter. Give them a call. Establish that communication. You'll be super glad you did later. Anyway, phone number's there. Otherwise, please share the video as well. Big share button right down below the video. Subscribe as well. If you're new here or if you've not done so yet, please subscribe to the channel. 100% free to do so. Otherwise, check out the other 5,000 plus videos here on the channel in the video library. The popular videos I've hand selected for you down below in the description or popping up on your screen here in just a minute. You'll see some videos there. Otherwise, please have a nice day. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope I can see you again soon in the next video or in the next live stream.